Yalla Home
with Ella Schofield
and Big Hass.
Live across all 7 Emirates. Lovely having you along for the ride.
All right, Naomi Osaka is she's actually a Japanese professional tennis player. She's been ranked number 1 by the Women's, of course, Tennis Association as the first Asian player to hold the top ranking in singles. Her story is really remarkable.
Yeah.
We could definitely talk about that. But there's a documentary on Netflix that's going to be released on July 16th, 3 days from now. We'll play a little bit from it and talk about it because I think it's really important what she says, specifically for, quote unquote, like the introverts and like people who are shy. I think she says something really that caught my attention.
She's got anxiety, isn't
this
she?
is a little bit from the Naomi Osaka Netflix documentary.
Before I won US Open, so many people told my dad that I would never be anything.
Naomi, she was like an overnight superstar. And I think that pressure weighed heavily on her.
I think the amount of attention that I get is kind of ridiculous. No one prepares you for that. I don't know. I feel like I'm struggling.
She's young. Everyone has an opinion. Her sponsors, her family, social media, you want to add in like another million people.
Growing up, all I was thinking is like, I want my mom to like be happy. I want her to stop working. She would work overtime. She would sleep in her car. And for me, that was my whole point of playing tennis. My dad's always been proud of where he comes from.
It's a story of really belief and really, really powerful story.
Yeah.
I mean, when she said that, the fact about her mom, she said, that's why I wanted to play tennis. I wanted to play tennis so I can make money, so I don't want my mom to work overtime and see her and work. She's always been like that.
Yeah.
And you see that it's a lot of players like that in the NBA. There's many of them like that. Giannis was one of them. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Greek, originally Nigerian.
Yeah.
He had also a tough upbringing, but then God blesses you with a talent that you kind of grow up with and you kind of feed, of course, you practice. But this whole documentary is really cool because it talks about her. She's very quiet, shy person, and then after this whole incident and after all these things happened, she kind of had to, I don't care, this is me. And everybody has their story about how to come on their own.
Yeah.
Like meaning how to become like them.
Yeah.
Because everyone tells you like you gotta get out of your shell and do that. Well, everybody has a process. I have a different process than you.
Yeah.
You have a different process than X. And I cannot have, I did it in 2 weeks. I expect you to do this in 2 weeks too.
No, you can't be told how to be you.
Exactly.
I don't understand that.
And the whole process of finding you, this is what the documentary is about, like how she found herself.
And then when you get to this level,
Yeah.
Netflix will go, all right, we're listening.
Yeah.
And so it's quite interesting that they've done this because obviously the timing's right.
Yeah. Big
And
timing.
the
timing's always right.
But Netflix has gone, do you want to tell your story? And she's probably gone, okay.
Yeah.
And I want to tell it my way.
Exactly.
And I want to tell it how it should be told. And yeah, it's amazing.
If you liked this episode of Yalla Home, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.